An historic win in football, a big victory in volleyball, and a milestone mark in soccer. It all happened this past weekend. I'm Megan Clementi, and this is Southland Spotlight. Let's start in football, where the conference was 6-2 on opening weekend, and the biggest win of all comes from McNeese State. The Cowboys played at South Florida on Saturday, and after falling behind early, they dominated the second quarter, scoring 3 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes. Kelvin Bennett put McNeese on top with a 7-yard touchdown that was followed up 24 seconds later with Dylan Long finding the end zone. Quarterback Cody Stroud then found Nick Jacobs with a 22-yard touchdown, and just like that, it was 23-7. The Cowboys scored 31 unanswered points in the second quarter, capped off with a 76-yard interception returned to the house by Guy Morgan. The final, 53-21. It's the 19th time a Southland school has defeated an FBS opponent and the first ever win over a team from an automatic qualifying BCS league.
Big win for the program. You know, we came in here, we knew we could win, but you know, I don't think we fought this margin of victory, but we played well tonight. So you know, we got to keep moving forward and do this again next week.
The 53 points is the most given up at home by USF. And with 6 more games versus FBS schools this coming up week, Southland teams will have more chances to show the strength of the conference. The opening weekend started on Thursday. 2012 co-champion Central Arkansas won over UIW 58-7. Jatavius Wilson had 4 catches for 105 yards, 2 went for touchdowns. Jay Thomas gets a win in his first game with Northwestern State. A fourth quarter touchdown pass lifts the Demons over Missouri State 23-17. And it was a perfect Thursday night as quarterback Brian Bennett made his debut. Made that a winning one with Southeastern Louisiana. He rushed 106 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Lions mauled Southeastern Missouri State 45-7. Other SLC wins on Saturday. Lamar got 6 passing touchdowns from Caleb Berry, and the Cardinals shut out Oklahoma Panhandle State 75-0. Sam Houston State took on Houston Baptist in what was HBU's first football game in school history. The Bearcats rolled up 455 yards of total offense in a 74-0 victory. Now SHSU gets set to face the Texas A&M Aggies.
This last week I had to have a whip and chair out there to get our guys motivated to get going. I don't think I'm going to have to do that this week. They're going to be raring and ready to go, and now we're in our regular game week routine as well, so that's going to be great. So it's always good to go and play, you know, one of the best teams in the nation, you know, the Heisman Trophy winner. A heck of a deal for Sam Houston. We're looking forward to the opportunity.
You can watch the Bearcats Aggies game on FSN pay-per-view in Texas and ESPN3 outside the state. 2 games are on Fox Sports Southwest. Southeastern Louisiana goes to number 20 TCU, and Stephen F. Austin plays at Texas Tech. Central Arkansas travels to Colorado to play the Buffaloes. It's on the Pac-12 network. Lamar visits Louisiana Tech. Nichols travels to Western Michigan in an ESPN3 game. There are only 2 Southland schools with home games. Northwestern State hosting Southern University, and McNeese State welcomes Arkansas Pine Bluff. That game is live on CSN Houston. In soccer, the weekend saw some big wins over former conference rivals, including a milestone accomplishment for MSU's head coach. The Cowgirls hosted Louisiana Monroe and had a strong first half, but there was no score at intermission. In the 59th minute, Tori Lassiter found the back of the net, and as it turned out, that was enough. McNeese came out on top 1-0, and the victory was the 100th career win for head coach Scooter Savoy.
Well, I think it says a lot for the players that have played for us. You know, the players that started our program and built our program up, the players that I had the opportunity to coach whenever we came back in '03 and turned the program into a conference champion. And you know, right now we know our challenge is to step our program back up again. So, you know, so what the wins mean to me is pretty much I've been very lucky to work with some great young ladies in the sport of soccer.
Lamar visited Texas San Antonio looking to get back in the win column. And Kimmy Albano scored the 20th goal of her career, the first Lamar player to achieve that mark. The Cardinals beat the Roadrunners 3-1. It was a busy opening weekend in volleyball. The defending conference champions from Central Arkansas, along with newcomers Houston Baptist and Abilene Christian, starting strong. The Sugar Bears from UCA were playing in the University of Arizona tournament in Tucson and knocked off 20th-ranked Kansas in their opening match 3-1. It was the school's first win versus a ranked opponent. After losing to the host school, they finished well by shutting out Morgan State. Houston Baptist hosted their own tournament and came away with a pair of wins, shutting out Louisiana Lafayette and then finishing with a 3-1 victory over Texas Pan American. Katie Wegner was named the tournament's MVP. And Abilene Christian made a bit of history this past weekend. In the Wildcats' second match of the Texas Arlington tourney, they beat Louisiana Tech. It was their first Division I victory, then they followed that up with a shutout win over Grambling State. In cross country, HBU's Matt Perry made his Southland debut with a win at the SFA Lumberjack 5K, while UCA's Brooke Castor won the Memphis Twilight. Those performances earned Perry and Castor Athlete of the Week honors. What an opening weekend for football and volleyball. Hopefully just a sign of big wins to come. Remember to get updates everywhere you go by downloading the Southland Conference app for iPhone, Android, and tablet. I'm Megan Clementi. Until next time, thanks for joining me on the Southland Spotlight.